Chat. Oh yeah, we lit. We lit and lit. I'm about to go get a bowl of cereal.
This 長い戦いが今夜終わるかもしれない。
宴の時間だ。
He's shiesty for that. 30 seconds.
Unlike cage-free hens that rarely set foot outside, Nellie's free-range eggs come from hens that actually roam free in open pasture. Because chickens were meant to spread their wings. And so were you. Nellie's free-range. Life's better out here.
Music up, doors off, shades on. G.
Out in fantasy, drinking in lean. First thing morning, wake up, pop a bean. Clutching on Drake, monkey, he was 2-3. Bad little shit, she from overseas. She treat me like G, she all on her knees. Little boy keep talking, get scratching the street. He going outside, get scratching these freaks. It's like 5 niggas in the track IG. You want your bag, come get him from Reese. Monster hot, got something for cheap. Them dudes stay crash, put it where you sleep. My shit got a little ass petite. Not up in the sky, that's a casualty. Know you need to turn around my way. She tryna hang with a kid like a slave. I been missing you all day. Forever ball, I see the ring go late. My brother in the back, clutching all the drink.
Whoa, YouTube, what the fuck? I forgot, man. Y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying, keep me hip, man. I can't cuss no more. But look, today's video, as y'all can see, it's the title, man. Look where we at, man. Look where we at, man. You feel me? Look where we at. Look at these dweeb bad niggas. Man, what the fuck? What, they get some type of special reward for going around the thing? Though, man, look, today's video, man, as y'all can see, it's the title, man, bro. Yes, bro, I'm back on 2K, bro. We are officially back on 2K. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going nowhere else no more, bro. It's over. I ain't going nowhere else. They did what we told them to do. They made a great ass 2K. But look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like certain shit on this 2K, bro, that shit, bro, like the defense, the shooting is crazy. We ain't even gonna speak on the shooter, cause that shit like a cheat code. If you know, you know. But Shit, not only that, man, what the fuck is you doing, my nigga? Bro, get your bitch ass out my man, look, man, y'all see what build I'm on, man. I got a 3-point shot hunter, bro. This bitch 6'5". You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, bro. This bitch like that, bro. I like this build. I made it the way that I can be able to play it. You feel what I'm saying? Some of y'all, a lot of people was asking me why I put a shooting guard. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was doing the shooting guard shit because, like, my career shit. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't give a fuck about, like, bro, I'm a dribbler, bro. I can dribble regardless. I can dribble on any build. I've been doing this shit. I've been doing it. This shit ain't nothing. But now though, this my build right here, man. I ain't even done upgrading this motherfucker yet. Once I get done upgrading this motherfucker, man, shit finna get serious. Nah, for real, shit finna get serious. I ain't even playing with you. I'm gonna make a whole nother build. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a whole nother build. But look, y'all see how a nigga was dribbling, bro. How long I had the game? I had the game for like 4-5 days. I ain't gonna count. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm already, you know what I'm saying, starting to get the hang of this dribbling shit. Don't let me catch up with y'all dribblers. Don't let me catch up with y'all niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, bro, look. Just don't let me catch up. But nah, though, man, I ain't aiming for none of the dribblers, man. I fuck with all my dribblers out that motherfucker long for real, man. Cause, like, bruh, it's so many dribblers that's coming back. It's so many dribblers that's coming back to 2K right now, bro. And it's just crazy. Like, I feel like all of us dribblers need to, like, gather up and actually do some shit, bro. Like, do something. Let's do something, fool. This our year, bro. Let's do something. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, though, man. Look, not only that, bro, I'm gonna drop my dribble moves for y'all, bro, at the end of this video, man. I'm gonna drop my dribble moves for y'all, and I'm gonna drop the jump shot, cause like a lot of people.
If it feels like your phone hasn't changed in years, maybe.
Get that nigga. Come on. Get stay. Be back.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He making dribbling niggas look ass, bro.
Back up. Let us help.
It's okay. It's okay.
And then when I got in, I'm like, shit.
So did he tell you what happened?
He didn't tell me nothing. You can't even talk.
Okay.
Please. Let me just get to my side, please.
He's gonna panic. He's gonna panic.
My side, please.
Yeah, where'd the shooting happen at, man?
I don't know. I'm just coming out the door.
Hold on, just don't talk to the people.
If I don't, bro, I'm not gonna ever get shot. But people who get shot once and die, I know they be sorry. Cause this niggas who get shot hella times and be living.
Welcome to Cheerios Training Camp. I'm Jamar Chase with my guy, Monra St.
bad.
Yo!
All right, so Draymond, you are such a...
Clay Thompson, yup. Splash Brothers, yup. Cavaliers, nope. We won, yup. They suck, yup. We here, yup. They not, nope.
How much you have left of being, you know, the best basketball player in the world, and how much you have left to give?
No, I don't. But I do also know that Father Time is undefeated. But I definitely don't think about me not being the best basketball player in the world. It's been that way for a while, so kind of got used to it.
Kevin, with your free agency all year long, you know, the fans around here obviously want you back. Do you? Want them expressing how much they want you back, or do you already know, or would you rather not hear anything from the public?
I mean, if that's something I can't control.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yard work piling up? Gear up for fall at an authorized John Deere dealer and get $750 off select mowers.
We need a bigger crew.
$2,000 off select UVs.
Y'all giving up already?
And $3,000 off select compact tractors.
I can use the overtime.
Gear up for fall now through September 30th at an authorized John Deere dealer.
10 years. The 2016 NBA season for me is the greatest NBA experience of my entire life. And today, I want to relive it. When I look back at the storylines heading into this season, it's actually crazy how different the NBA looked back then. LeBron was heading into his second season back with Cleveland after that heartbreaking loss in the finals. Kevin Durant, he was basically the storyline of the following offseason, and everyone wanted to know, was he really tired of Russ, and would he really leave OKC? This man has always been that guy since he stepped foot in the NBA. So basically where he went dictated the rest of the decade. Knicks fans, they were pissed that they actually got a high draft pick and used it on this guy.
From Liepaja, Latvia. To talk about this subject, because as a native New Yorker, I'm completely disgusted. When I look at this kid, Porzingis, let me be very, very clear about this kid, Porzingis, okay? Phil Jackson in the New York Knicks passed up on at least 4 dudes who are NBA ready now. You got Willie Cauley-Stein. You passed up on him. You got Justice Winslow, who I think is the steal of the draft. You passed up on him, okay? Stanley Roberts out of Arizona. You passed up on him.
And the San Antonio Spurs, they landed LaMarcus Aldridge, and he looked to take that baton from Timmy D and the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Well, they were basically in the exact same shoes as this year's OKC Thunder's team. I made this video right after OKC won their championship because OKC is damn near reliving their reality 10 years ago. One of the greatest complete seasons by a team ever. MVP superstar in the middle of their prime. The hardest team to consistently score on all year, and some people gave these rings asterisks. 10 years ago, on May 25th, one of the most iconic NBA tweets was posted. And to be honest, LeBron's NBA mortality, it was a serious question heading into this year. LeBron had just been to 5 straight NBA finals. That had never been done before in the modern era. The last 2 NBA finals, he clearly had a lot on his shoulders. And now, this man is in his 30s now. How much longer could his play style really last? Bleacher Report's #1 question heading into this year was, will LeBron's mileage finally add up? And we know that answer.
My man Jay Lane was doing this thing, Jay Hill doing his thing.
Nick out there hitting his free throws, you know how he do it. You know, Jay Lane going to the basket like it ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mike, man, you got a nice suit on today too, man.
Appreciate that, Swag.
You got
Men's Warehouse.
Now, would that happen if you were there? Would there be a celebration?
The Lakers at this time, they were stuck between having arguably their best player ever on his last leg and clearly needing to rebuild. The Golden State Warriors, they heard all the talks and they started their season off 24-0, the greatest start to a season ever. Stephen Curry's first MVP is questioned by some because context typically gets washed as time passes. But if there was any questions about Steph's true dominance, well, he solidified it with this year's MVP.
And that's what he did. He made his last 4 threes in the final 153. Want the distances from 25 feet, 30 feet, 29 feet, and 30 feet. And for those who don't get it, the line's about 24 feet. So the last couple, he's shooting them 6 feet beyond the arc. Well, it's, when you say he's pulled up from 30, it's way out there. You know how far it is, and he's just like they're effortless.
In Steph's first MVP year, he scored 40 points or more 3 times for the entire season. In the first 24 games in which they went 24-0, he more than doubled that. While Golden State started their season off 24-0, their soon-to-be rival started their first 24 games without their second best guy. Kobe Bryant announced his retirement in late November, and every game he played from there, even as a clear shell of himself, it just felt monumental. Clearly not the same. But he did give us some vintage moments in a year the Lakers basically took off for him.
NBA champion with the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant!
NBA All-Star Weekend. Personally, I believe they should abolish the dunk contest now. This specific year, we got the best dunk contest that I've ever seen. Zach LaVine won and defended his 2015 dunk contest championship. But man, it's a shame that Aaron Gordon did all of these dunks and doesn't have at least one. Mark Jackson was well beyond his time, and he called this the best shooting backcourt ever. And this weekend specifically, it just felt like they stamped it. The 2 best shooters in the world, defending NBA champions, and they're the last 2 shooters remaining in this contest. It was just special.
This is the one who can fix nearly anything and turns to Granger, who has almost everything. Few may see him.
Making the All-Star team.
I mean, I don't know what, I don't think there's much else I can do. I think, but the fact that our team is in playoff contention, we got an opportunity to play in the postseason right now. Like you said, I'm having a career year individually, and a lot of that is putting us in position.
Now, I don't know why I remember this part so well, but Kobe obviously made the All-Star team. It's his last year, and bro, he's Kobe. But that means somebody got snubbed. This, to me, this was like the beginning of the whole Dame is so underrated narrative that used to be a thing. That one snub, unfortunately, it was him. The game directly back from All-Star break, he basically single-handedly put one of those rare losses on Golden State's jacket that year, and he scored 51.
Steph Curry is now in the midst of having the greatest single season any player has ever had. Any player in NBA history. You can throw all the numbers at me you want.
If you want to know just how insane Steph's year was at that time, Skip said this February 25th of 2016. The next day after Skip said this, Steph scores 51 and hits 10 threes. The game directly after this is one of the greatest regular season games I've ever seen live. Russ just clearly didn't like dude. OKC clearly didn't like this team, and you can just tell. And the shots he made all game, it just felt unreal. Iggy barely gets them into overtime, and in overtime, well, Steph, he hit one of the craziest shots to ever close a game. One of the most forgettable moments of this season to me was just how dominant San Antonio was. Golden State won 73 games, and obviously that took over all the headlines. But the San Antonio Spurs won 6 less games. Kawhi won the Defensive Player of the Year, and the team itself lost 1 single game at home. To this day, the greatest homestand ever.
Kobe, they're doing a big celebration for you the last game. A lot of us are going to be there. Can you promise me one thing?
What's up?
I need 50 that night. Can you do it? Your last home game at the Staples. Can you give us 50?
42.
The regular season wraps up with absolute cinema. Kobe's last game and Golden State chasing history. Still the craziest ending to a year ever, bro. And they both lived up. Golden State does it, and they wrap up this perfect regular season exactly how you would want. And then on ESPN2, you have one of the greatest players of our generation giving us the greatest last game we've ever seen.
He is the first unanimous selection in the entire history of the NBA.
Stephen Curry wins the first ever unanimous MVP. Karl Anthony Towns, he dominates as a rookie and he wins a unanimous Rookie of the Year. The Cavaliers fired their head coach and promoted Ty Lue, and this postseason truly was the most anticipated playoffs that I can remember. History was at stake. The 2016 playoffs pretty much didn't even let us breathe for a second. The back-to-back MVP, he got hurt in the first game of the playoffs, and he pretty much had to miss the entire first round. Even with their best player playing less than 40 minutes in that first round total, they were still able to beat Houston in 5 games. Toronto this season, they actually won the most games of their franchise's history, and they were the 2nd seed. But Paul George returning from injury, he surprisingly had one of the best series of his career, and he pushed that team to 7 games. Cleveland as the 1st seed against Detroit, they were simply hungry. Specifically Kyrie, who probably feels like they would be champions had he never gotten hurt in the finals. He was hungry. LeBron finally got to not lead his team in everything, and Kyrie led the way in a sweep. In OKC versus Dallas, well, Mark Cuban clearly could see the writing on the wall with Russ and Kevin Durant, and he wanted to create some friction.
Were you aware of Mark Cuban's comments before the game when he said Kevin was the only superstar on this team, and how do you react to that?
Hold up. He's an idiot. Don't listen to this. He's an idiot. All right, that's what we got to say about that. You know, he's an idiot. Next question.
Before the game, you were out waiting for the opening tip. Charlie Villanueva came out and sort of lingered behind you for a second. Did you know he was back there, and did he say anything, or what was going through your mind?
He said a lot. He was
an
there,
idiot too.
You know, but now he get to go home and do whatever he need to do, get ready for next year to sit down and watch more 82 more games like he did this year.
Might not even be in the league.
That Golden State Warriors team was so good, even outside of Steph, that he was basically able to miss the entire first round.
Well, I hate to eat and run, but my son's taking me shopping. Seems like he's doing very well.
And 3 games into the second round, and they still took command. Steph came back in game 4 against Portland, off the bench. And this was the first time where we seen Steph look like Steph again. In overtime, Steph scored 17 points, and he hit this dagger, and he let everyone know he's back. Now, the stunner of the playoffs early to me was this series. Remember, San Antonio also had this historical year as well. Damn near all the experts picked OKC to lose to San Antonio. But remember I told you, San Antonio only lost 1 game at home all year. Well, OKC was able to steal game 2 in San Antonio, just getting by. The Spurs did respond in game 3 and took back home court, But OKC just had a major advantage that became glaring as the series prolonged. This team was simply just younger, much faster, and one of the best rebounding teams of the century. That team was just big and tall. Even Russell Westbrook is the best rebounding guard ever. And they actually grabbed the most rebounds in like 25 years. That OKC team was plus 45 against San Antonio on the glass. And they beat San Antonio in San Antonio twice, more than they lost all year. And that would be Tim Duncan's last game ever. LeBron swept the first seeded Atlanta Hawks the previous season without his guys. So with them,
disrespect with what made you do that, brother?
Nigga, we was losing. Shit, I was sore losing. I ain't win a playoff game against that nigga ever. I was sick of the shit.
And that year, personally, I wanted to see D Wade versus LeBron in the conference finals, and we almost got it. The conference finals. Man, did I actually believe we had a series between Cleveland and Toronto. Cleveland defended their home court in the first 2 games, and Toronto did the exact same thing. But in the last 2 games, Cleveland.
Fuck this ends, bro. I don't want to see that shit.
And Toronto.
Bro, I'm tired.